Do you have a Facebook business or an Instagram business account now, or what would you use it for?
I have a clock repair business, and I would be using it for that.
Okay, great. Good. Mary, how about you?
Art. Everything about art and my art sales, shows I'm in, etc. How you can buy from me.
Yeah, that's one of the big differences between the personal account and the business account. The business account allows you to sell and promote your products more. The business one, or the personal one, limits you a little bit in that way. Okay.
So do they have a shop built in where they can click a button and order?
Yeah,
awesome.
you can do that.
Through your,
Right.
you mute your phone then?
Before I turn it off.
Good. How about Pat?
Yes, I have one.
Yeah, you have one? Okay, good.
I set it up.
Okay. All right. You want to set it up? You have it, but you haven't set it up.
Right. Completely.
Right. Okay. Completely. Right. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Well, let me show you guys how to do this. And I'm going to share my Facebook account. Like this here. So again, like I said, you can just use your basic Facebook login to do this, and then set up a different page. And even though you're logged in with a certain account, nobody has to know that original account. All right, let's go to share Chrome. Okay. All right, so we're in Facebook here, and I have several pages I've created already, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm logged in as my account over here, and if you go to see more, I'll let you see not memories. That's not it. Tell you what, I'm going to switch over to a different login. So I'm going to go. I've created one for a different account for GetSetUp. So I'm going to click on that one and go into that account. Switch accounts. Go. All right. Pick this one. Rather than my personal one. Of course, there's always security. Please check your email. Oh my goodness. My email. I encourage you to take all these measures of security whenever they let you do two-factor authentication like this. It is much more secure. Let me pull this up and get it real quick. I don't really want to make another one under this account, though. That's my problem. I want to have a. We can. So over here in these 9 dots under the menu, when you click on this, you can come down and create a page. So you're going to go to create a page here. All right, turn this on so you can see where I'm clicking. Over here on the right, you see page, create page. When I click on that, and now the page name, as they start to put information on the left, it's going to fill over here on the right. So we'll call this one summer. Okay. And then you can pick a category, and the category goes here. So we're going to do, let's see if there's a camp. Let's just call it camp. And you can pick, I think, up to 3 categories. So let's call this kids. Let's just put it in one.
So do you do a summer camp for kids? Excuse me.
Do I? I don't. I'm just using it as an example.
You don't? Oh, okay.
I'm just using it as an example. Yeah. Okay. And then down here, we're going to put our description in. Fun summer camp for kids ages 7 to 17. Yeah. I'm making this up. Like, it's in, let's say, and we create a page. All right, so you see how I did it on the left over here? It starts showing up on the right. Right, it's over here. And now I need to add some other things because I need to make it look good. So you want to add a profile photo, and the profile photo will go down in a certain place right here, and then you've got your cover photo, which goes up on the top. Okay, let's just save this where we are right now. I want to show you some actual business pages so you get an idea what we're talking about. Okay, so that page is saving. It's going out there. Facebook is always trying to connect, always trying to get me on WhatsApp, always pushing me to get WhatsApp. So I just close that. Are you sure? Yes, I don't want that. Okay, leave. Yep. Okay, so now it's kind of built here. It's over here, and I'm as the owner, I'm managing it. But you see, it's not. It's very incomplete at this point. So we're not going to stop here. I want to show you how to add more to it. But before we do, let's go look at some other pages. So let's search summer camp pages for other people. I don't want, not mine, but let's just search, and we hit summer camp, and we want pages.
So Kevin,
Pages.
so far, what you've done is just a regular page. It's not a business page yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, it becomes a business page by how you set it up, really, by what you put on it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
All righty.
And it separates itself from every page you have is separate from the other pages, so you don't have to have them all connected, which is nice. So even though you have a personal account, you can have all the pages you want, and they can be business pages or whatever, but people don't know they're all connected together to you unless you tell them. Okay, so let's come in here and let's look for, all right, here's Epic
Music
Summer
maker.
Camp. Oh, you want to see music makers? Where'd they go? Right here? The music, here we go. All right, let's do that one. So here we go. This is how they set this up. I've never been to this page. So you see they've got their cover image at the top, which is good, and they put the little logo on the little circle part here. So this could be, you know, on a business page, right? It shouldn't be your face. That's not really what is appropriate there. It should be your business. And then you can put whatever, you can create a graphic to fit in here. I'll give you the dimensions that fit in here at the top. And you see how it looks. Looks really good, right? They did a pretty good job with theirs. All right, and then the name of their page is Music Maker Summer Camp. And then Facebook will allow you to create this custom URL. So at Music Maker Summer Camp. So you notice up here on the at their address at the top, up here, it's an easy address, rather this cryptic, long, alphanumeric, long thing. You can if the last part of this is available for your address, you can claim it. Here we go. Music Maker Summer Camp. Okay, they've gotten some reviews, and they're in the category music lessons and instruction. Okay, every business page has the ability to control these. These are tabs down here. You control some of them you have to have, but some of them you can control how many you have. I'll show you how to do that. The other thing you can do is this blue button I call it a call to action button. You can customize what that is. They have it set to WhatsApp. I wouldn't typically leave it on that, but if that's what they want, you can have it go to websites, you can have it email you, you can have it go to your store, you can have it do a number of different things. I'll show you what those are. Okay. All right. And then over here, they've added we're on their homepage. These different tabs show different things. So you can put events in here. They've got a couple events. They've got reviews. This is where they've gotten reviews, and those are in there, and you can collect more reviews. They've added a little bit about themselves. So they've added in information like where they are, how many people have liked it, how many people have followed it. People have checked in their hours. You can put your hours in here if you have hours that you want. They've put price range, a website, an email, another email, some more about what they do. So all of that is customizable to you. The other tabs, let's see if they have any videos. They got a couple of videos they've uploaded, so you can see those. Photos, you can put photos and photo albums in here, or I think you can turn that off. Community, this is how many likes and followers they have. And they've got live, which they've past live videos. I guess they've live streamed on Facebook there before. So those are all things you can do on this. Okay, that's what a business page looks like that's built out. So let's go back to ours. So we're going to go back to my pages. What's the one we just did? Summer camp one for kids. Okay, so here it is. Again, they're trying to push me on WhatsApp again. No thanks. Leave. All right. So back here, we want to upload an image up here that looks good. You just click edit, and you can pull it from your create a slideshow, upload a photo, or choose it from your photos and put that in there. I'm a big fan of Canva. You can make graphics in Canva that go in there really well, which is nice. So just make that look good for your business. When you're done with that, you come over here and same thing, you can view a photo or edit profile photo in here. Remember, this guy is smaller and it's a circle, so it's gonna cut that down a little bit to what you can have in there. But I'll give you the dimensions on that. To create a username, you click on this blue link here under your name where it says create username, and then it'll say, okay, what do you want to call this? Summer camp for kids. It won't let me do it yet. There's some requirements for this. They don't let people do this right away. They want you to kind of build the site out a little bit first because people just kind of grab names real quick. And so this gives you some information about this, the guidelines for it, and how all that works. Okay. Once you have some information in there, you can easily set that up. All right, back to the page here. We can edit this call to action button. So because it's my page, I can edit this, right? And you can assign other people to be the manager of this page too. You can assign other users. They have to be a Facebook user, but you can assign them as a user, as a manager of the page, so they can do this for you. But you click on this add action button and you notice some options come up. You can allow people to follow you. Just put a follow button there if you want them to follow. Then when you post things, it'll show up on their feed. That's what that would be. If you're going to be posting a lot, that may make sense. But if you're not going to post much, don't do that because it doesn't give them a whole lot. Gift cards, start an order, book now. This could be attached to programs like Calendly, I think, appointments that you can use to schedule appointments with you. So if that makes sense, you could do that. Call now, you could have them phone you. This contact us will send them to a website with contact information. They can use the Facebook Messenger app itself to message you if you keep up with that. Of course, WhatsApp's in there. An email link, Learn More, which is another website link. You can have them sign up for something. Shop on a website, right? All these, it's basically links that you assign to where those go. So let's have this go to contact us, and we put it in, I'll put Google in here just to keep it simple. So now that goes in there. Okay, so this will show in a minute. So we can go and view this as what other people would see. To do that, I click up here on this right. Well, wait a minute, we're going to click it right here. This is where you view how you want to interact. So if I want to interact as my personal account, it shows me what everybody sees. So now I switched as a user. Now I'm not the owner of the page operating really so much. I'm kind of, this is what everybody else sees. So now it doesn't have the ability to edit it. I could switch back and edit it, but now it says contact us because I changed that to a contact us button, and it tells you where it's going to go. So as soon as I click that, it'll open up that link, right?
Kevin, is it published automatically or do you have to publish it?
No, it's out there. I mean, you guys could find it. You see what the crazy name is at the top now? It's really long. That's why you'd want to kind of narrow it down to a shorter name when you can. But you could probably go search Summer Camp for Kids and find this right now. It's probably out there. That way you could find it. But yeah. All right, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to interact back as this person, this account here. Okay. And now I have ability to edit again. So that was the big thing I want to emphasize is make sure you put an image in here that looks right and put an image over here that looks good. Right, have the right name, and then have the button be what you want it to be. Okay, that's the first thing. Then these tabs, this is the next thing I want you to do. Some people just leave those on and it's just kind of messy. When you click on more, as the owner of the page, there's the edit tab button. Click on that. This opens up all the tabs. And home has to be on there. Videos, photos, about, community have to be on there. But these other ones that have the little toggles on them, you can turn those on and off. In addition to, so like I don't want groups, and I'm probably not going to have events, and I don't need reviews. So that'll limit. And then the other thing I can do is I can reorder these. So home has to be first, but maybe I want photos second, and then videos, or maybe I want about second, and then photos and videos. Right, so I can move it all the way up here if I want. About, and then photos. It'll skip these that are turned off, so they won't even be in the way, but it's clear if I put them up here. So now I've reordered the tab order by just dragging those around by those 6 dots, and that should do that. So now when I go back to the page, and then I'm going to go interact as me, not the page itself, what I see here now is, this is always frustrating because it doesn't, sometimes I have to refresh. There we go. Now we got it right. Okay, so now the tabs say home, about, photos, videos, which is the order we put them in, and community, right? That's what they're, well, let's go back to live view. Okay, so as the about, photos, video, and then community. So I've narrowed it down to just those things. That's what you have in there. Okay, so customize the tabs how you want them to be. We'll go back and interact as the owner of the page. Now, let's say I want to, they have this kind of walkthrough steps here, and it says I've completed 4 of the 13 already. But they want, and if you go into these, right, they want me to add my profile photo and my cover. And I should, I just don't have anything to put in here right now. I've already done my page name, my category name, description, okay? 5 steps in providing info and preferences. So in here, you can add a website. So if I add a website, let's just put in Google again. You put yours in, obviously. So that's in there. Location, you can click on location if you want to have, if you have a physical address, you can put that in there. It says what, you could say you don't have a location, or you could say, where did we say we were in Kentucky? Let's see if I can just put a partial. Louisville, let's just do Louisville. Okay. All right, so that's in there, but if it kept anything. Action button, we did that. 2 steps left under this. All right, this is just, you know, they want you to invite friends and welcome people to your page. You don't have to do that, but you can, okay? And then it suggests people for you to invite. Of course, they always want to sell you ads. I don't do that. And then all these other tools they have that you can get into, okay? All right, so let's go back and look at what we have now. So if I go back and interact as myself, I see this. So now under about, it's got my description. It's got my category that I was in. What else? Under, I should have my website. Yeah, I added the website, remember? Guess that's about it. I didn't give them much more than that. If you put a real address in, the full address would probably show up there. Okay, so if you add the information, it'll show up here. If you don't add the information, it's just not going to show up for people. So you decide what you want to share and what you don't want to share. You can also come over here on this edit page info on the left hand, the menu over here. And in here, this is where you can fill out more information. So your categories, that's where you adjust that. This is where you can put in a phone number. So that's in there. You can put an email in. Yeah, campfun.com. Your website, the location I added, you know, the Louisville, but you could put a specific one. Service area, sometimes this is helpful. You can pick up neighborhoods, cities, or regions. So let's just say Kentucky, Louisville. Let's do it that way. Okay. You can turn your hours on and off. If you don't have hours, you don't need that. Price ranges. Okay, so that's what you do. And now that that's in there, when somebody goes to the page, they will see that. So let me go back to look at the page from a guest. And sometimes you have to refresh it. So under my, oh, come on, took me back to my, oh, there we go. All right, so now on my about, I've got a phone number, a website, an email, right? Because I added it, it's all in there. So this is what people see. All right, any questions on the Facebook business? Okay. So then you can just post things from here and send people here and build this out so they're not all coming to your personal account. That's the beauty of it. But you can log in with your personal and then toggle back and forth to this. So you see, like in my personal, I've got if I go to my pages, let's go to, here's all my pages. Here's all my pages. Pages I manage, right? I manage all these pages, but I get to them from my one login, which is nice. Some of them I don't manage. Some of them I own them, but other people manage them, which is nice. You may say, well, how do you add other people to do that? Let's go back to summer camp, and let's say I wanted to add, Sylvia to be help manage this site. I can come into settings, and there's all these crazy settings, right? So I could come down to, you can decide who can post to your site. This is one thing too that you might want to change. Anyone can post to your page. Sometimes you don't want that because you don't know what people are going to say, right? You want to control the content. So you could just, on that one, you just come to edit, and then you say review post or disable post by other people on the page. You could click that, save it, and then you're not going to get people trolling your site and just blowing it up with stuff. What else? Where's the... You can have a profanity filter. You can turn that off. Shows you who likes the page there. Oh, page roles. Here it is, I think. Page roles. Okay, so here you can create different roles for this, and then you can add somebody who is a Facebook. They have to be your friend. That's an interesting thing. You have to friend them, and so they'll show up in your search. And then you can add them, and they can be an editor, a moderator, an advertiser, an analyst. You can assign different people those different roles. And so you come in here and Sylvia's not my friend because I just met her today, so she's not going to show up on my list. But these are other people. But I could, I could click on them, and then it sends an invite to them, and they accept it, and they become then have access to that page. They can help you if you want that. So that's what that is.
Could I ask you a question about the friend part? So
Yeah.
if I've got a personal website and I've got my friends on that website, and then I create another page, a business page, are those friends automatically friended to that?
No,
that page?
they're not.
No way.
No.
So
Yeah.
would you invite all of them then? Is that how you do it?
Right. So then what you would probably do is, let's go back to this page here. You would make a post, right? You come in here. Let's create a post like you do. They're always throwing stuff at me. Create post. Okay. Like check out my new Facebook business page, right?
Yeah.
And okay, so we do that. We just throw that out there, and you probably have a graphic or something, whatever you want to say. So this is out here now, and then what I would do is I would come in here and I would share this to your page. Well, I guess that's not going to that's not going to share it to that page. You could put the address to it, copy the address of it and post it in your personal, but hey, follow me on here.
Okay.
And then they click on it and it takes it to them. Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you say, go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask, because I have Facebook, but I don't know I don't really manipulate it very much. I'm basically copying from Instagram, to be honest, and I click that button. So how would you, is there a way to invite people to this page from my friends?
Sure. I mean,
aside from posting it in my personal. I probably, right?
Let's see. If you go, here's the invite friends, right? So
okay.
So this will pull it from your personal. This is letting you pull it from your personal. So you see all your friends, and then you just go through and invite them all.
Yeah.
Or pick which ones you want to invite.
Yeah, fair enough.
The ones you don't want, right?
fear. That's been the fear. I don't know if that's the same for other people. When you have a business and you've been using your personal account, then I'm afraid to lose those people.
Yeah. No, they
If
can be
I-
in both. Yeah, they can follow this, or
Okay.
they're just not on a business page, they're not your friend. That's the difference, right? They follow and like it, but they're not a friend that way. But
Okay.
you can see who's liked it or who is following. You can see those. But yeah, you want to
Okay.
invite them to do that, because then they're going to get all your posts, the stuff that you posted in here. Okay. There's some really neat tools that come with this then. And, Facebook's pushing this meta thing, right? Everything's meta for them now, this virtual, everything. They're calling everything meta. So they have a planner. So when you click on this, what's this show you? You can actually schedule posts in here. So you can queue up a bunch of posts and then tell it when you want them to go out, which is kind of neat. The other thing, what else is in here? They change these logos and all of that. Insights, they'll let you see, because this is a new page, there's nothing on it, but it basically is going to track all the things people are doing on your site, like who's commenting, who's going to it, who's clicking on stuff, those kind of things. And then because it knows who the people are, it has the demographics on age and gender. So you kind of see who you're reaching that way, that sense. So those are the big things that you can do in there. But so they're always adding little tools you can do in there. If we go back to the page again, Facebook owns Instagram. So they have this thing set up so you can work on these together. Try to go back to the page. Back up. All right, right here. So they're advertising this right now. Manage your page and Instagram account together with Meta Business Suite. So if you click on Open Now, it opens this thing up and it talks about how you could kind of link those together. So, multi-purposing your post. So if you post to Instagram, you want it to also automatically go to Facebook business page and vice versa. So it's not so much work. It's just some of you will just pick one of those to live in. So like Sylvia, it sounds like you live mostly in Instagram, right? Is that other way around? Okay. So whatever one is, you're in a lot.
Yeah.
Is that right? You were at Instagram?
I was on Instagram, and then I was told by many of my friends, your demographic is on Facebook. so that way you both. So I use both equally,
yeah, so
I
use
think.
both. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So they're making that easier and easier for you to kind of do that in both as you go along. So that's the idea here. So this is all new. I mean, this Meta Business Suite is just brand new. They're just rolling this out right now, but they're trying to make it easier for you to kind of post in one and send it to both, right? So obviously you have to connect your Instagram account to it so that they're tied together so they know which ones you want. But once that's done, then you set it up and let it go. You can decide when you're sending it out. Okay, so that's the Facebook one. In our time left, let's jump over to the share back to share here. Okay, so back on this, we talked about that. We talked about customizing it. I'll send you these notes as well so you have the dimensions so you know what size to put in there so that it fits. Otherwise, it's going to be a little weird. You can drag it around, but you want it to fit nicely. Okay. We talked about, they have templates, but that's just setting up the call to action piece. And we talked about that. The tabs, we talked about tabs, customizing tabs. The action button, we talked about that. All right, Instagram. This is used by over 200 million businesses. It's a free marketing platform, but different than your personal, and it can be tied to your business account, as we just said. You can boost posts with ads. So you can buy ads that go, through your Instagram account that people will see to get more views. You don't have to, but you can. You can add links to your stories. When you get to 10,000 followers, they let you put links into your stories. You can't put links in your personal one, right? You can type it there, but it's not a link. They have to copy and paste it out of there if they're going to do it. So you can actually have these hyperlinks that they just click on and go once you have 10,000 as a business account. You have access to some great analytics, just like I showed you in the Facebook one. You can sell right from your IG post, which is good, right? Like click the button to buy. It's like that shop button, and that can take them to buy something right there. You can have clickable call to action buttons, which you can't have in a personal as well. So again, have ability to click a button and go. So you see that in Instagram, right? When you're scrolling through your Instagram feed, you see all these personal ones, and every time you see something that you can actually buy, right? Sometimes it's a video or a picture, and it just says shop a lot of times. And I'm sucker for a lot of those. Those are really some really good, and a lot of times they're really targeted towards who I am because of all the algorithms they're doing to really target market me, what I'm interested in, right? So Facebook and Instagram's always they want to know what we're searching and what we're interested in, it so they can send us ads that relate to that. That's why you feel like you mentioned to somebody in passing you're thinking about getting a new mattress, and all these mattress ads show up, right? You're like, wow, how'd that happen? A lot of our social media is tracking what we're saying and doing, and I'm okay with it because I'd rather get ads that I care about than not ads that are just in left field. I just really, you're going to get ads thrown at you, so why not get ads that you might be interested in? All right, so that's the Instagram business one. To set this up, there's a profile photo, logo, username. You can add a website, a category, some contact options and buttons all inside of that. You can set up two-factor authentication, which I encourage. Two-factor authentication is the ability to kind of protect you a little bit more. In the past, most accounts, you just have a username and a password, or an email and a password. And if somebody had those two things, they could go in and hack your account, which was really easy. So what two-factor does is okay, not only do you have to have that, but if you're logging in for the first time in a while, we're also going to send you this code to your text message or email. And if you can get that on your, and put that number back in, now we know that's really you. So that prevents other people from hacking your account. So it does allow you to do that. You can filter comments, you can block users, your stories last a little longer there, and you've got Reels, which is like TikTok, right, in there in your business account. So all of that opens up to you. Okay, to create it one from scratch, you're just going to go to business.instagram.com/getting started. What I want to see, give me a second. I gotta find my adapter real quick. I want to show you on my phone what this looks like, because it's real simple to switch a personal account on Instagram into what they call a professional or business account. That's really what you're doing, and you can toggle them back and forth. But doing that affects again how that site. Can't do this on your. Can't do this on the computer. Any questions while I'm looking for this little adapter so I can plug my phone in? Anybody? I will tell you. So if you have your phone, open up your Instagram account. And Instagram. And then down in the bottom right, you can click on probably your picture down there at the bottom right, and that's going to open up your account information. Okay. Now up at the up below the name of it, does it say professional dashboard? If it doesn't, it's not a professional account yet.
We're not seeing it.
What's it say?
We are
It's
not
not
seeing.
showing.
One more time, Pat.
I said we're not seeing what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I'm not showing it. I'm just telling you about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on your Instagram account, you're going to click on. Let's see if this will work. See if Zoom will play nice. Let's try and see. All right. If you're on your Instagram account and you clicked your little name on the bottom, this might do it. It's fun to fight technology sometimes. You just can't let it win. Okay, so here I am. I'm in my this is my personal/business account here. And the way I got to it, if you go back to home, down at the bottom right, you click the little your person on the bottom right, your little picture in the bottom right in the bottom menu. And then if it doesn't say professional dashboard on top, you're not in your professional setting yet. So you're going to click the 3 lines in the top right corner, which is the menu. And then in here, you're going to look for settings at the top. Now you got this screen, and down here, all right, see the business section, business. Okay. I'm set as business right now. If I have one that's under account, let me click on account. Looking for, there it is right there. So you can switch account type from personal to professional, or you can add a whole new professional account here. So let's see how we get here. We got here, top right, you get the 3 lines, and then we went to settings, and then we went to account. And then at the bottom of this is switch account type. You can switch to personal, switch to creator, or cancel. So I'm already professional, so I can't choose that. But if you weren't professional, it would say switch to professional or switch to creator. So once you're set up on that, then it lets you do those extra things we talked about before with your posts. So when you go to post something new, not that way, new right here, you want to do a new post. You've got, it's grabbing all this other stuff, but you can pick your picture. Let's do the dog. It's grabbing that. Next. Right, it can filter, next. Right, boost posts would be buy and advertising. You don't want to do that. You can post to other Instagram accounts. You can post it to your personal account. Your Facebook, you can assign what a Facebook account you want it to go to in there. Twitter as well. You can turn off commenting. You can share your post on Facebook. So that's how that works. If you wanted it to be the ad, right? I'll go back in here. Boost the post. There's more settings that go into that, but you got to pay for some of that. But you can put in, URLs, things like that in your caption. So that's how that works. So they make it really easy for you to switch over, and you can toggle back and forth from personal to, they call it, theirs is professional, now they call it professional, which is the same as business, Instagram. But you can link it to your business account, or your Facebook business account as well. All right, any questions? All right, I showed you a lot. You got to get in there and play with it and see what you can find out. So if you have to have a Facebook account to create a Facebook business account, and they're connected to you, but they're not connected to anybody else. So that we established that, right? They're different. The Instagram one's a little different in that you could take your personal and make it a professional, but you may want to create a separate professional just for that. So you have a personal and a professional. So you can do that. That's where down there it said create add a professional, another professional. That's probably what you should do there. The only reason I made my personal professional is because in some of the software programs that you buy where you schedule up and queue out all your posts to all your different social media platforms, they require you to have a business account. And I wanted posts to go out of my personal account, so I had to convert it to professional for an Instagram for that app. That's why mine's professional. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend you create a professional one for your business and keep it separate from your personal. Just because it gets messy, it's just a lot to mix together. So, but Instagram will allow you to toggle between the different ones easily. I mean, I can see all the different Instagrams that I do from my one account, but they're separate. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight in it. It's nice that it's free to set up and use that way. The ads cost money if you want to do ads, but you don't have to use ads. but getting it set up and it adds credibility to your business if you have separate business accounts for Facebook and Instagram. And that. I'll send you these notes as well. Any questions?
So on a personal page, you might have the day you went to the beach and all family pictures and stuff, but you don't want that on your business page. You want business, what you're doing with your business.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it adds more credibility back to that. Keeping those separate, I think. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. I mean, more and more life gets all mixed together, right? Work and life and everything gets all mixed together and people just kind of share it all. But I think at some point you need to have some lines to help help yourself. You don't want everybody knowing all your business. And you want to it helps with your messaging, who your audience, knowing who your audience is. Things that maybe your family doesn't really care about as your business, so they don't need to hear all that. and sometimes your business people don't really want to hear about all your family stuff. So it's a good example, Mary. All right. Well, thank you all for being part of GetSetUp. I apologize for the technical challenges we had, but thanks for your patience. And hope to see you in some future classes. Feel free to take this again as well. You can take these as many times as you want. They're always a little different in that we have different people with different questions, comments, and we really enjoy learning from each other. So your questions are always helpful to me and those that are in class. So thanks again for your time. Hope you have a good rest of the day.